Welcome, everyone. This is Mike G with the Vast Podcast. We have again our friend Chip Baker and guest Miss Scott, Mr. Coach LaPlante, and also me, Mike G. And we're going to talk about a new book that's coming out here in a month or so. The continuation from Mentoring Volume 1, Emotional Intelligence Volume 2, and then the next step is Self-Awareness, The Path for Coaches, Volume 3. How you doing, guys?
Doing great.
Great. Mike G.
Yes. How's it going, Chip, man? Another one. You have another one in the mix.
Got another one. First, I just want to say thanks so much for, always supporting and taking the time to have us on. Like, people don't have to say yes to support you, and you guys always do. And I'm truly grateful for that. And so, so excited to be on with you, and so excited for the world to see, some of the amazing authors that we have in the book. Just great people doing the work to be of service to others. And I'm honored, man, to be on the team with them, but then also honored to be in the project to highlight, the work and to help and give back to others too.
Correct. Yeah, always giving back. Everybody knows your background. You're a motivational speaker, and he has continuous, endless of books, guys. I mean, it just keeps it going, and he makes the world go around. As for his associates that he keeps on adding to the list, and we have new ones here. Hello, Miss Scott. How are you?
Hi. Thanks, Mike G, for having us. Glad to be here.
How is it? If I can ask a question, you're new. How is it working with Mr. Chip, or
my
the
gosh,
project that's going on?
Well, I enjoy working with Chip. I met him several years ago in athletic administration, and just know he's a couple of my coaches have been authors of his book before, and so when he tapped me for this book, I just did not hesitate, and I'm honored and happy to be among just a lot of great coaches.
Yes, sir. It's a great day.
How is it working with Chip? Or where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Minnesota. I got to Texas as fast as I could, but currently I'm at Montgomery ISD on the north side of Houston. So I'm nearby where Chip is at right now. But no, he's great to work with and easygoing. And I think the biggest thing about him is just he's a giver. He keeps on giving and giving and giving. And so when you cross paths with people like that and they ask you for something, it's easy to give back, just to join forces with him. And of course, you see, the email he sends out with all the great people, like Dina and others on that email list. And it's like, why am I on this list? Well, there's some great people on there. So I can't wait to see what this final publication is going to be and all the great things that are going to be a part of it. And of course, my learning too, because that never stops. So I can't wait to read what other people have written.
There we go, guys. There we go. So first question, guys, well, Chip or whoever wants to answer it, it's the self-awareness. So this book is about the self-awareness. Where does it come from? See, I was doing my research. Where does it come from as you being a coach and a mentor and a leader? How does your self-awareness come to play beforehand? Because you got to be self-aware before you present yourself to be self-awareness coaches and so forth.
Yeah, I think the first thing is, we don't have to strive to conquer the world. We just have to strive to conquer ourselves, right? And I think when we can learn ourselves and be self-aware, know our triggers, know what makes us happy, know the things that we like, know the things that we don't like, right? And we can set those things up. It allows us to be the best versions of ourselves so that we can give the best versions of ourselves to those that we're around and we're blessed and fortunate to love and care for. And for me, I think that's the important thing.
Okay. Ms. Scott, you want to answer that?
Well, I know, coaches influence the lives of many of us. And I was influenced by a coach many, many years ago as when I was growing up in athletics. And it's one of the reasons why I became a coach and an athletic administrator. And, sometimes we have good coaches and sometimes we have coaches that can lead us in a different direction. And so, self-reflection is so important. I remember, just being on a court at the end of a major tournament and getting second place, and our coach would not accept the trophy because we lost to get second place. And, that was very instrumental in my life. And I looked at winning in a different way. Like winning was the only option. And that's not what we teach in athletics. And that's not what good coaches strive for. And so I made it a mission of mine as a coach and an athletic administrator that if I was ever around student athletes or, coaches, to help them realize that winning is more than just the score on the scoreboard at the end of the game. It's, the growth, it's the perseverance, it's the grit, it's the teamwork, it's those life lessons that you learn that once I graduated and went to college and played in college and then ultimately, went on and came into profession, I learned those valuable lessons on the court that I applied to my life. Never give up, battling through breast cancer, getting turned down in a job or things like that, that never quitting was the win for me. And so I'm just really excited. And I think God put Chip in this book in my path because this is one of the things I'm very passionate about.
Very nice. Coach, what about you?
Yeah, I think your self-awareness changes throughout all the trials and tribulations and experiences that you have. You kind of get out of college and, you're a 23-year-old coach and I can't wait to be a head coach and I know everything and I know the schemes and all that. Well, then it changes to a different passion of helping people and getting your athletes to their goals and dreams, and your assistant coaches who, some people say, I'm never going to let them go. That's not what it is. You're supposed to mentor them and grow them and get them to where they want to be as a head coach or athletic director or whatever it is. So it's just funny how, I guess, over time it does change. You're always trying to lead by integrity and have a passion for sports and kids and people and all that sort of stuff. But you do have a different angle, the different roles that you have as an assistant coach or head coach or director of athletics, or, Dina's part of a great program that my school district is going to get involved with here moving forward. There's just so many things that we can do as leaders. So that's why it's so important to have that self-awareness so you can impact your people.
Correct. Guys, we'll show you the upcoming, the path for coaches. Check out, this is the book cover here. You're getting the exclusives right now, guys. You're the exclusive right now that this book's not even out, but it's getting pressed up. And here is the QR code. You go to Chip's page, you check it out. You can pre-order whatever it is. So this is cool. Guys. I got some more questions. I mean, we just started. So have you both of the new how can I put guests into Chip's journey on volume 3? Is this your first book, Ms. Scott and Coach?
Yes, this is my first opportunity to contribute to a book. And then I do have an opportunity coming up later this summer as well for another chapter to a book. So I didn't really have a lot of time as an athletic director to contribute. But now, as like Coach LaPlante said, I'm a Future Coaches of Texas program director at Texas A&M. And so I'll have a little bit extra time on my hands to contribute. And I love giving back. And like others said, learning from others as well during this process.
Congrats. Also, Coach, what's going on with you? You ever write a book? You ever get in is this new to you as well?
This is new. I've always said that I would do it, and I will do one on my own someday, time permitting, like Dina says. As an athletic director, you're not really sitting around twiddling your thumbs, wondering what to do and waiting for something to come to you. There's plenty to do for sure. I've started, 4, 5, 6. I've probably had about 30 different ideas, but if you're going to do it, you've got to do it right. It's got to be meaningful for people. And I'm telling you, what a better way to learn just how to put it together and the process and timelines and just all the things that Chip has done for all of us to be able to do this. And then just to join forces with people. Chip does a good job with team calls to answer questions because, we want to make, I suppose, ourselves look good as an individual and what we're putting out for people, but we also want to make the group looks good because it's all of us. We want to look good together, and Chip's name is stamped all over it. And we all know all of his things are awesome and people love it. And we just want to make sure we take care of his name as we go.
There we go. Chip. So I have a question. We've done shows before. If you check out our channel, Embrace the Power, this is the Vast Podcast. Is every journey with new guests different? Is it a new experience dealing with new characters? You know, we're all different inside and out. How is this? How is this chapter more different than the other ones?
Let me go the same, and then I'll give you some differences. I think the same is kind of like Coach already hit on is, man, it's all about team, right? You know, and everything I do, man, I just want to be a great teammate, right? I know it's not about me. I know it's bigger than me. I think, you know, if we all do our parts and we all shine, and I think also, and I've said this before about any of the other authors, and there's some amazing people in the books, right? Like it's people that like I've looked up to that inspire me daily, that I learn from, right? That I've been following them, and for them to say yes to be a part of the projects have been a blessing for me. But also when I get the books, like even though like I'm kind of putting it together and everything, like when I get them, I go back and read and I highlight and I take notes because it allows me to learn and grow as well. And so as far as the differences, I think it's really cool because both of them, like this is their first experience being in the books. And it's awesome to see the journey because my goal is to, and I tell, hey, whatever it is you want from this experience, man, I hope that I can help facilitate that. And you're a part of that too, Mike G, you know, letting us, you know, get the word out there, letting the world see these amazing people and what they're doing. And so like each person is different, you know, they have different, like some are like, oh, I don't know, or some like, hey, let's go, or, you know, different people are different. But I think the similarities, which is why I've asked them to be in it, is, you know, their heart for service and, you know, joining up as a team. And man, it's been a neat ride. Like it just gave me chills just saying that, man. Like it's been so cool to just be able to do this, right? Just the opportunity to be able to do it is so neat, man. And I think that's what it's been for me, similarities and differences.
Yeah, and I could see that, and I followed you, you know, on your journey, Coach. So, Coach, I got a question for you. What was it? Let me put it together here. So, what do you want the book to do? That when you entered this, what was your mission? And I'm going to ask everybody here. So, but what was your mission first? What do you want the path of coaches to portray on your level?
Well, you want to put tools in people's tool belt to help them because, you know, just like me, I'm learning every day. Want to get better every single day. So I'm in my 40s. I'm a crafty veteran. I'm gray, and I've got a lot of learning to do. I haven't had all the experiences. I haven't had all the learning. So, you know, anytime you go to a coaching clinic, you listen to a podcast, you read a book, you come across somebody you haven't met, or you have a conversation with a colleague. Those are all resources on how to become better for yourself, number one, but your family, number two, and then certainly the people that you're leading and working besides at work. So I hope that some of my experiences, and I talk a little bit about high school and college, and really one of my failures, quitting a sport, how that shaped my self-awareness. So everybody likes to talk about their successes, and certainly your success shapes some of that, but really it's your failures and dealing with people and just the experiences that you have over the course of the time and people that you run across that help you out with that self-awareness, because you come across some brilliant people. So here you think you're really good at something, you're like, ooh, maybe I'm not. Wow, they are sharp and they're awesome, and I'm going to hang around them and I'm going to pick their brain and all that sort of stuff. And then there's others you might come across that maybe you're better at something with them, but you want to help them because they're a spectacular person and they're dealing with kids. And we know that, you know, in our high school and college, secondary ed and post-secondary ed settings, sometimes it's a dying breed, and we need to keep great people around those types. So like right now, I'm probably helping a dozen coaches find a different job. Some of them have gotten fired. Some of them don't have the role that they want. Some just need a fresh start. So somebody has helped me. I want to help back. And that's the same thing as this book. Hopefully what we all put together is going to make somebody a better coach and a better leader.
Nice. Miss Scott, your turn.
Hard to
Your
follow
projection
that.
on your piece of the book. What would you like to see?
Well, everybody's
Lord.
journey is different in
There
the
we go.
role in this wonderful role of athletics. Growing up, I had similar issues of quitting a Division I college program. My coach left the middle of my sophomore year, and new coaches came in, and just changed it a little bit. And I decided, I wanted to focus on academics, and came home and went to Texas A&M. But during that time, I was known as dean of the volleyball player, and I didn't have an identity outside of the sport. And so a lot of student athletes I found as a coach and then as athletic administrator, these kids are tied to their sport. And when something happens, an injury, or they're not able to participate in their sport academically, or God forbid, they get cut from the team, and that's their identity. And so every time I have an opportunity to share with coaches and share with kids, this game does not define you. There is life after ball, but the lessons that you learn through athletics and that through the sport will help you in your about all of that, transformational versus transactional. It's about getting better every day. That's what the win is. Get persevering, never quitting, never giving up, working together, sportsmanship, all of those things that, Coach LaPlante teaches as an athletic director, but also as a former coach. But then I look forward to learning and reading all the other chapters to see how others define self-awareness. But it's not necessarily winning or losing on the scoreboard.
There you go, guys. You heard it first. Chip, how is this different? Your turn, Chip. You're the leader here. Like you put all the pieces together. I've seen you put other pieces together. Self-awareness. It's crazy. So you got another one. Like, so what's going on? Like, are you doing more? Let me get this. 2 questions. How is this different? Are you doing more after this? This is crazy.
How is this different? It's great. It's all been great. So that's the same. But doing more, hopefully, yes, that's the goal. My goal is to continue to help others with the path. And like I said earlier, I know without a shadow of a doubt that it's bigger than me, right? And so, that's why it's titled The Path for Coaches, right? Because we want to help coaches along their path. We've had amazing people to pour into us to help us learn along our journey. And so now it's our turn, like Coach LaPlante said, got a little gray, it's our turn to give that back to others, right? And so that's just all that we're striving to do in this volume, just to help them with the self-awareness, because I believe that the self-awareness can have a profound impact on your personal journey, right? But bigger than that, it'll help you help others along their journey when you're in that space to give back. And so if we can move efficiently, effectively in our life, have the self-awareness to say, ooh, oh, this was bad for me. I see that in somebody else that they're going along that path, that journey. Hey, let me help you out with that. Now they're better because of the experience that I've been blessed and fortunate to have. At the time, I didn't know that I was blessed and fortunate, but the experience that I was blessed and fortunate to have, if I could help them with their path, then the profession is better and the world is better.
There you go, guys. And that makes sense, because I see the world needs more leaders. This is a crazy time right now. And to have people come together and put a project together and just showcase your skills. We all have skills, different leaderships and stuff like that. So, and then once again, guys, this is the world premiere. The book's not out yet. You're getting it first here at the Vast Podcast, Mike G, and so forth. And don't forget also, check out Vince's Keep It Rolling book out now. How to promote that one.
Good.
But
yes,
once again, guys, check it out. The Path for Coaches, Volume 3, Self-Awareness. They go to QR code at Chip's site. And anything else, guys, let me know. Please. We're looking forward. Go ahead, Chip.
Yeah, I love for you to get an opportunity for the coaches, because Coach Scott and Coach LaPlante, they're doing some really cool things at their places that they are. I love for them to get an opportunity to talk a little bit more about their programs and what they do in their programs, because it's game-changing stuff. So the audience will see, like, oh yeah, they are really cool people. Right. So I love for them to get an
There
opportunity
you
to
go.
share about
Miss
their
Scott,
programs
coach,
and what they
who's
do.
first? There we go.
All right. Well, so after 23
Miss
years,
Scott, there we go.
all right. Well, after 23 years in education, as a teacher, a coach, and an athletic administrator, I'm now the director of the Future Coaches of Texas program out of Texas A&M University, the Thornton McFerrin Coaching Academy, and I work with high school students still. We are one of 13 CTSOs approved through TEA, so that's a CTE course as well. But like FFA or Business Professionals of America, and work with high school students to create chapters in their high school for students that are interested in going into coaching. And so giving them professional development, giving them opportunities, working with them on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a yearly basis. We host student seminars here and across the state that give them opportunities to coach and learn about coaching, but also we'll have our first annual state convention in May, where our FCTA chapters will come and get to participate in like a mini coaching school, like a mini Texas High School Coach Association coaching school. And so again, we're hoping to create that pipeline for high school students before they get to college, so they know what pathway to take and replenish the coaching profession, because we know there's a shortage across the state and across the country.
Wow.
And so we are hoping that this gets going in Texas, and maybe it'll come to Tampa, come to Florida and be the Future Coaches of Florida. So we'll see. You never know.
Of course. No, that's good. Like a head start. That makes sense. Coach, how about you? Your projects, what's going on?
Well, Dina's part of it, because I'm going to start having some meetings here probably in February to start her exact program at my two high schools, at Montgomery High School and Lake Creek High School. So, and it might be me. We've got a lot of coaches. Spring is busy, and they're busy. Some are on their main sport as a head coach. Others are assistant of their second sport, moving on now. So it might be me leading those two groups. So I believe heavily in what Dina is doing over there, and it's great, because we can't have enough good people in our school buildings, and especially as coaches. It's a high stress job, but it's not a job. It's a calling, and it's a profession. And there's always a lot of noise around coaches. I mean, it's great. I mean, just watching. Let's just take Indiana. What's happened to that university right now? That's just a great case of what can happen to one place. But we have high school coaches all over Texas doing great things like that, impacting communities and stuff. So I definitely love what Dina's doing, and we'll get that going in Montgomery. And another thing we'll probably get going next year with the shortage of officials is an officials course, probably for the seniors, and it's a one semester course. I did that. My former athletic director job. I've only been at Montgomery for a year. So, Dina hasn't been there forever at A&M in her current role. So we're both kind of new and fresh and trying to make an impact. And, I'm fortunate enough. I've got just great people at both my middle schools, and then also both my high schools, that I'm able just to concentrate on some different things and do new things. We started sixth grade pre-athletics this year. Usually they don't do anything until seventh, so we were able to start that this year, and that's awesome. Walking in, seeing 100 and some odd kids, girls and guys. They're normally in a PE class, but now they're working on weight room technique, preparing for the following year. So that's been a great thing for us. Wednesday night, we just had our first unified basketball game in Montgomery, which is you're pairing regular ed students with special education students. And it's just a unique deal. It's awesome to see them in unison out there by the 3-point line, and practicing and working together. And then we've started some meetings, because in April we'll have girls flag football in both of our high schools. So there's a lot of new and fresh things coming to our campuses, and our coaches at our middle school and high school are making huge impacts on our kids. They're buying into my vision of growing us in different ways, and helping out each other, and just giving more opportunities for kids. And it's really been an awesome time for a calendar year in Montgomery.
Man, you guys got a busy schedule. That's nice, guys. That's nice, man. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, being a coach, it does takes a special person. It's got to take the patience, the drive, the awareness of different characters during the teams and your scheduling, and you got to win. Also, everybody wants to win. That's the whole point. But once again, guys, thank you for coming on. Chip, what's going on? Anything else you want to tell the world? Platform is yours, Chip. Like always, you know.
Let's go. Well, the main thing is, again, just saying thanks so much, Mike G, for the continued support. You and Bugs, man. You guys have always supported, and I'm truly, truly grateful for that. Thanks for having us on. I just hope that the audience can go check out these amazing authors. Go check out the amazing book. I promise you, it'll be worth your time.
There you go, guys. You're getting it first. So that's, like I said, exclusive. Book is not out yet, but this is the pre-recording of it. And there goes your QR code and Chip's sites to order his other books as well, volume 1, 2, 3, and others. Guys, thank you for coming on, and I appreciate your time.
All right, Mike G, go get it.
The next time, guys, thank you for the Vast podcast and tuning in. This is Chip, Miss Scott, Miss Coach. Let's go, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Thank you.